Too much stuff to carry. Another one down.
Is that... Oh, electro fog. Fun. Fun, 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 fun. There. Now, okay. Up the road, and then off to the right. Fuck
What the
you!
hell is that glowing stuff? It's like the aurora, but on the ground.
The fuck was that? It fucking spawn camped me. Well, and now we won't be able to see shit. Thanks for that. Okay, where? Yeah, up. Basically, go straight until you hit a broken bridge. Okay. I was about to say, I think I'm getting the timing down, but I don't know how confident I am in that. But okay, well, when we can get them on regular trajectories, we can kind of do our thing. But again, it's not the terrain isn't
Follow
always.
the pipes. Yeah, they'll show the route out of this crazy place.
Thank you, William. Yeah, the terrain doesn't always allow for predictability. All right, got 3 hours. And see, with this, I'm kind of reluctant to go sprinting, even though we do, again, we are still on the clock, but if I can't see a damn thing, like how, I know I'm not just going to go running right into a wolf. Okay, almost there. Matter of fact, there we are. Oh. Oh.
This will come in handy.
Alright, hang on. Hope I don't regret this. Unload. Drop. Well, I guess one benefit of the electro fog is we can't look down. Okay. Then just follow the road. What could possibly go wrong? Oh yeah, that's the other thing. We got that vest on, so we can't actually sprint all that much anyway. I heard that. Okay, that one was as much in hope as in expectation. But they all count. Hey. All right. Oh yeah. Before we actually finish this out, I feel like I should pop one of those military stims just to see what they do. Because it's a military stim rather than an emergency
It's
stim.
almost like I'm stuck in crazy mountains. Madness. Like mountains of madness.
Thank you, Mr. Lovecraft. That's a very, very subtle reference by you. Are we? Okay, we're not actually that close. But we got a little over 2 hours. We're probably fine. All right, hang on. No, let's not. Don't sprint. Don't sprint over a blind hill. We've tried that in other runs. It did not end well. And I'm reflexively mashing the R key just to make absolutely sure we reload it. It's like I have the flare gun or something. Man, there's so many rose hips. It's wild. Again, my survival run would love all those. Alrighty then. Because yeah, I burned through so many rose hips, making more than 100 pemmican bars to take to the Langston mine. Like I had like close to 1,200 saved up at one point, and then they just absolutely got obliterated. But again, for a good cause. But if I could just take half of these back with me, I would be set for life. But alas. Hour 46. Oh, but we're right here. Okay. All right, well, let's make it happen.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
You're going to have to leave that attitude behind. Is that? Oh, tactical jacket. How's ours? 67%. How's this one? 61%. No, thank you. You know what? Screw it. I'm not even looting. I say as I grab that.
Never know when I might need to defend myself.
No, No, I didn't want to do that. Just wanted the damn cartridge. Although, now, yeah, dingus. Unload. Then drop. It's just find the thing and we'll get the hell out of here. Two hours to
That's the
get
last
back?
of 'em.
To get back? All right. Is that over here? Oh, hello. I will take those. Thank you. Oh, okay, never mind. It sounds like it's right over there. It is, but there's a big old cloud of steam between us and the phone. All right, just hang on, Chase. Hang on.
I see 3 green lights on the board, and a bunch of this old gear seems to be powering up.
Good news.
How's it looking out there?
I think I've seen the worst of it.
The pressure in the system seems to have dissipated, so that's one less thing to worry about.
Great news. How we're at with preparations coming?
She's in heaven. Haven't been able to get a word in edgewise since the power came back online. She's been running from system to system, and I am just trying to stay out of her way.
All right. Let's hope our plan works.
Tell that man to stop fooling around and get back here on the double.
All right.
I gotta go. If the big Aurora appears before we're ready...
I remember. Your life's work down the tube.
Exactly. Be careful out there, Mackenzie. And get back to us soon.
I'm on my way.
Okay, do I need any of this? No. All right. Excuse me. What do I have? I got an hour and a half. Ugh. All right. Yeah, we'll overwrite that. And it's not pre anymore. We're going to call this the Suzuki Sprint.
This pack is getting kind of heavy. I gotta hurry. I need to get back to Suzuki before nightfall. Good. It worked.
Ooh, all right. So we got energy. Oh, okay. So we got energy and condition back, but we don't have the infinite. We don't have the infinite sprint bar. Oh, and it doesn't have the fatigue reduced either. Interesting. So I wonder if this military stim is just a is basically like the positive effects of a stim, but none of the downsides minus. Yeah, we don't have the any of the temporary buffs from a regular emergency stim. Interesting. So we should be able to sprint all we want, actually.
The air tastes funny, like metal in my mouth.
Will, are you licking batteries again? You gotta stop that, my dude. Yeah, I'm not sprinting across this.
Shit.
Oh shit? But why for? Why are we saying? All right. Okay. I don't know how long we have to go. I think we'll be all right. And more sprint bar would be nice, but I don't. Yeah, we haven't heard a single wolf here. I don't trust. Something is going to be in our way. Okay, got an hour. Where are we? Okay. I think we're all right. But again, we be good Boy Scouts. We be prepared. 'Cause again, this would be far too easy just to let us go at a nice straight line unimpeded. That's not how Raphael von Lierop does things. Ravaged deer. We got a cougar. We got a fucking cougar. All right, strap in, kids. This is gonna get nasty. Yeah, another ravaged animal. And we only got 50 minutes to get back. There we are.
What the hell was that?
That's a cougar, Will. I think you know what those are. So thank you, autosave. All right.
Oh, shit! Is that what I think it is?
Yes, William. Yes, it is. Okay, we've been walking into the wind this whole time. That's not helping at all.
Cougar.
Where? Grab, reload. I don't even know if I hit that. Come on. Where are we at?
I need to drop something.
Yo! Wild at heart, defeat and kill the cougar stalking the geothermal region. Let's go! And let's go quickly. We got 20 minutes. I don't know how I managed that, but I did. How much? Oh, okay, we might make it. We might make it. Okay, good. Oh no, I said good thing I left the door open, but no I didn't. This is the other side. We did a big loop-de-loop.
Now, gotta get back to Suzuki before it's too late.
Just kind of walking in here looking like the Doom guy. Okay. I am gonna lighten my load here just a little bit. Yeah, I think we are no longer on the
Wonder if I
clock.
can drop any of this gear.
I'm working on it, William. Yeah, I'm going to assume we no longer need that. Yeah, actually, if we drop the vest, the rest is fine. Is there anything in here we have our heart set on keeping? Not really. Where are we going? Control room. All right, team, what's the news?
You did it, Mackenzie.
Yes, good work, young man.
It was no trouble.
It was a lot of trouble.
Now, do you have everything you need?
I think so.
I still have a job for you.
Right.
Please, accompany Jace up to...
I can handle that alone, Dr. Atwood. He's already done enough.
Accompany Jace to...
With tonight's Aurora, we have a chance to pull the data now that the systems are nearly back online. But I'm not sure Jace can handle the next part alone.
I don't need any help.
We need to get the data from the buffers back into the mainframe and then to the scope's relays for processing. But for that to work, we need the benefit of the program.
The program?
Just a little something I put together during my graduate thesis.
Oh,
It's
just
a
a little
brilliant
something.
bit of coding, and without it, we'd be dead in the water.
Okay. So, what can I do?
The next
What is
parts
that?
are all
Hey,
about perfect
Bash!
timing, and
Good
we
to see
each
you.
have a part to
Welcome
play.
in.
I'm sure I can handle the telescope.
Good to see you,
Nonsense.
Bash.
This is too important to let
And
pride get in
Sarah,
the way.
welcome in both of you.
Once more? For good luck?
And
Let's not
Sasha,
make
welcome
this a
in as
habit,
well.
Okay?
Works for me.
You two had better get moving. We're running out of time.
Okay, can I have control? Thank you. Whew, breathe. All right. Hey, welcome in Bash, and welcome in Raiders. Hope you're all doing fantastically. Let me give Bash a proper welcome. How'd the stream go, Bash? What all did you get up to? Did you manage to finish? I'll say, Ruak, good to see you. You finished.
Okay, that was quick.
Oh, but your
Big
set is over.
boy.
But now
Big
you can play
boy.
through it again and go
Big
for all the
boy.
achievements.
Hey, my name is Eddie. You got any bread? You got any butter chicken? Even it's spicy. 15
butter
kilos,
chicken.
man.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, we just finished up the turning on all the geothermal stations, and we actually I know I can say this because I know you found it too. We did manage to kill the cougar. I was very happy about that. I was worried. But welcome in Bash. Again, as I said, anyone here who's not already following Bash Road, please fix that. One of my favorite people on here, top tier TLD sciencer, and just a very chill guy to hang out with all together. And if you came with Bash and you don't know me, hi, I'm Trooper Barry. Call myself a variety streamer who also plays a lot of the Long Dark. And we are, much like Bash, here doing episode 5. I think we're just about to wrap up part 2, but we got a little bit to go yet. And if you do need to do any post-stream streamer care, Bash, hydrate, medicate, snackinate, please feel free to do so. Oh, and if you were hanging out in Bash's stream yet, you're not gonna, and you saw the episode finish, you're not gonna see anything here you didn't see over there. So I gotta say, if you care about spoilers, you wouldn't have been there anyway. But I will give people a couple, just a little bit. Say if they got along on a raid train. pulling some good Sarah shouties, aren't we? But the cougar was the best part, Bash. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think it was. Maybe it was Sarah who was saying like give people a taster of the DLC. Maybe goose a few more. Yep, get a few more people on the train. Okay, where's the tuner room? Tuner room is this way. Race you, Jace. Oh yeah, and we also had a fresh bug of our own. While we were in the mines, Jace just vanished. She just poofed into thin air, and we were unable to progress the mission. That's one I had not seen before. We had to reload autosave 15 minutes back. But I think it wasn't too terrible. Keep up, Jace. You know, there's a career-defining Aurora on. You might want to, be here for it. There, yeah.
Feels like the whole facility is slowly waking up. That Aurora is a real mystery.
I'm definitely listening, Jace. Indeed. Yes. Yeah. You know, you'd think it was my life's work that's on the line here, how quickly we're moving. Yep, definitely important. Ooh, I wonder if I beat Jace here, can I snap a screenie? Yes. Nice and clean. All right, whenever is comfortable, Jace. Don't hurry yourself. I'm gonna loot the trash can. Oh, a stick. We're saved. You didn't get the disappearing Jace. Yeah, because I wonder if the reason that happened is because I missed the lights that you're supposed to turn on. I did the little the crank thing that brings down the platform you're supposed to cross, and then I went back and what I did, I brought that down. Then I went to the elevator you're supposed to go to next before
Well.
retracing my steps.
The Suzuki radio telescope.
And
isn't she beautiful?
Turning
Lit
on the
up by
lights.
The Aurora, no less.
Maybe it was a sequence break. I don't know.
I've never seen it so bright.
It's massive.
Let's hope we're not too late.
I guess we had invisible Jace there for a second. Whee!
Okay, time to get this party started. There's a fair bit of interference. Keyboard is glitching a bit. Can't be helped, we're way past long shots at this point. Loading the program. Now.
Are you in place? I'm seeing some spikes on the sensors at the peak.
Shouldn't be long now.
What do you need me to do?
Okay, this is the tricky part. I'm gonna have to run the program and update the code in real time to modulate for the aberrant magnetic field and...
Jace.
So I'll be busy focusing on that.
I don't know what the problem is. I got all
once
that.
the telescope grabs the signal, we'll need to follow the source. The new data will help flush the buffers, and the data in the buffers will get pushed to Dr. Atwood's workstation for processing. It's an archaic system, but best I could do with 30-year-old technology.
I'm still not clear on what you need me to do.
You're a pilot, right?
Yep.
Know how to adjust your heading to follow a radar beacon?
Yeah, I have a pretty good idea.
Same principle. Grab the big metal wheels at the base of each leg of the telescope sensor assembly. You'll see a bunch of numbers around the edge. When my program outputs specific bearings, I'll shout them to you. And then you have to find a way to match those bearings as quickly as you can.
Sounds easy enough.
The timing has to be perfect.
Got it.
Like, exactly perfect.
I hear you loud and clear.
Did you say you got here after crashing your plane?
Don't start.
Get ready. I'm seeing some power spikes. Something big. It's happening.
Okay.
Get ready, Mackenzie.
I feel like I should still drop a save before we do this, just in case. Okay. We'll go new save and turn wheel, because that's basically what we're doing. Oh, don't jump down the stairs, please. I feel like that would go
What a
badly.
mess.
Look for the wheel, Mackenzie.
Hey. And yeah, this is very intense music. It's like the kind of music you would expect during the Mackenzie Mathis fight at the end of episode 4. Not that I think Sasha is like reusing work. I don't. Or wait, does Sasha do the Wintermute or did he do the survival? I don't know.
141 degrees.
141. Jawohl. Now I'm seeing Hunt for Red October. Turn that wheel until it says 135. What books? Are we good? Hello? Did I break something, chat? It was 141, right? I can't grab it again. Uh-oh. Good thing I dropped that save.
Look for the console with the big wheel on it. Come on, Mackenzie.
How am I supposed to find anything down here? There's gotta be a way through here. The dish is huge.
That's it. We're getting close now. Keep going. Okay, 67 degrees.
Okay, and that cannot possibly be a coincidence. Not in this information environment.
Jace?
Okay, there we go.
Everything okay over there?
Don't worry. Keep going. Last bearing incoming. Come on, you sweet, sweet program. Don't let me down.
How many degrees? Rokuju Nana. Rokuju Nana.
156, Mackenzie. Get to 156 before the whole thing blows.
So one. Hang on, what is it? 156, okay. Well, I'll play your game, you rogue.
Now, Mackenzie.
Why are we still holding on to it?
Mackenzie!
That seems bad. Will, you gotta learn to let go.
The program?
She did the most any program can hope to do. Her job. Now let's hope Dr. Atwood got what she needed. Because this gear is toast.
All right, so are we? Do we get a fast travel back there? I hope so. We do. Good. Okay. Strap in, kids. We got a lore dump on the way.
All the data just flooding out of the buffers. It worked. God damn it, it worked.
Oh, thank goodness. I'd hate to have to restart my PhD.
You did brilliant work, my girl. Absolutely brilliant. We just need to keep the data flow, ensure it comes in a continuous flow, uninterrupted.
How long before the data is ready for analysis?
These are old systems, and it takes a while for them to crunch through the numbers. It'll be hours before we'll... Wow.
Someone hacked the system.
What the hell just happened?
It's not the power this time. Geothermal plant's still showing up green on the board.
Some kind of overload or emergency shutdown.
What now?
Now we do this the old-fashioned way. We start combing through the numbers.
With a dot matrix printer.
I'll get us some light.
For the young people in chat, i.e. Celentinia, a dot matrix printer was what we had before we had laser jet printers.
We might expect to...
Shush, girl. Let me read.
Do you want me to grab a printout and I...
Could it be a G10?
Is there something I can do to...
Aha! Here it is. Here it is.
You can shut up, Will.
There it is.
What do you see?
It can't be. That silly old British bastard was right. He just never knew how right he was. Why did it have to happen in our time?
British bastard? Please explain.
For you to fully understand would take more time than we have. I'd have to go back more than 150 years.
I like a good story.
What else is a lore dump for?
I think we deserve some answers.
You weren't manually overlaying CMYK ink?
Very well.
Well, that's what the paintbrushes were for.
In 1865, a British scientist and naval officer was tasked with supporting the research of a scientific team, seeking to create a kind of communication that could travel over the air. The Admiralty felt that dependence on the telegraph was holding them back. This Navy man was inspired by stories he'd heard about the Carrington event.
Hey,
6 years
sir,
prior.
welcome in.
At the
You're
time, the
you're just in
largest
time for the
geomagnetic
lore.
event ever recorded.
Excuse me.
He had heard that the abundance of static electricity in the air had powered telegraph lines, even after the operators had unplugged them. Fires broke out due to this geomagnetically induced current. It got him thinking. This scientist's research led him all over the world, and he began to piece together a picture of the Earth's geomagnetic profile, and something about the operation of the sun and its effects on the Earth's magnetic field. Remember,
Yeah,
this
guy, not so
150
much
years
real,
ago,
but the Carrington event,
and
that
well
actually
before
is
they
real.
had the equipment to prove any of this. But a theory began to take shape in his mind that suggested the sun went through cycles of geomagnetic activity.
Matter of fact, there was
waxing
a
and
smaller
waning,
scale
but sometimes spiking
event
inexplicably
like the
in
Carrington
dramatic
event
ways.
in the 80s that
The
I think it was
historical record
it
held
fried
evidence of many
Quebec's
of these events.
electrical grid,
But
I
in
think.
pre-industrial times, the impacts were more subtle. Even in the mid-1800s, there wasn't enough power infrastructure to really feel the impact of these spikes, so it wasn't of grave concern. But the growing dependence on telegraphy suggested this shouldn't be ignored. And this scientist predicted that if the level of electrification continued to grow exponentially, as was predicted, this would create a serious vulnerability that could be exploited by their enemies at great cost to industry and society at large. He was given a secret commission from the Royal Geographical Society to prove his theories and to come up with a strategy that would ensure the British were in the strongest position to exploit any such geomagnetic disaster.
Yeah, that sounds about British.
After another decade of research, this scientist began to suspect that this geomagnetic current that existed all around them could impact many other things, and more deeply. He began to study migration patterns of animals, and gathered evidence of whale strandings, bird die-offs, and other unexplained mysteries relating to animals' innate abilities to navigate vast distances with great precision, without the benefit of modern tools or equipment. Eventually, he knew he had to travel north to the Arctic to really test his theories.
Okay, and that
And in
ship there,
December of
that was
1865,
that
they
was
took
in
the
the
ship and a
initial
crew of Navy
release of
scientists
art
and
for episode
mariners,
5.
an especially commissioned research
The
vessel,
big sailboat
a
with the
modified bomb mortar ship,
massive
fashioned after the Terror
Union
and
Jack.
Erebus from the ill-fated Franklin expedition. His ship was named the HMS In Tenebris, and he took it and a crew far above the Arctic Circle, along with an array of unique recording equipments he had crafted himself, with the hope of collecting data to support his theories.
In tenebris
This
in Latin,
scientist
meaning
and
in darkness.
Navy man was Captain Edmund Wintermute.
The word in
What?
Mackenzie's secret message.
It was a person's name.
Wintermute's mission was to collect data near the Arctic Circle, and he and his crew were also tasked with the goal of resupplying a small Navy research outpost that had been set up as part of Wintermute's program the year before. Some of the crew on Wintermute's ship was designated as relief for the outpost crew, and Wintermute was meant to bring the replaced men home to their families. A few days away from the Arctic Circle and 2 days from their destination, Wintermute recorded increasingly active aurora and other geomagnetic activity around the ship, including St. Elmo's Fire. But he also noticed something else. As evidenced by their journals, many of the crew were having trouble sleeping, with some experiencing full-blown insomnia that worsened as they traveled further north. Some were also beginning to forget things, their journal entries occasionally slipping into childlike language or outright gibberish. 2 days out from their destination, the night watch rang the ship's bell to announce a man had gone overboard. The man, an experienced mariner, had been observed to simply walk off the deck of the ship. By all rights, a calm and dependable sailor. This event shook the crew's morale. Wintermute did his best to keep them focused, but he was still inexperienced as a ship's captain, always more the scientist than sailor or Navy man, and he could tell the men were increasingly becoming anxious, even distrustful.
Walked off the ship and straight into the water.
Exactly, but things got even stranger after that. When they arrived at their destination, a small island surrounded by sea ice, they found the Navy observation camp that Wintermute had set up the year before completely abandoned. The shelters were mostly destroyed, the relentless Arctic winds having shredded their canvas. The sled dogs were killed, some seeming to have been eaten. Many of the men were found dead, their bodies frozen in their beds, some showing signs of having been attacked or murdered.
Yikes.
Keep in mind, the Franklin expedition was still fresh in the public imagination during this time, including all the rumors of cannibalism. Wintermute could tell some of his men were nearing their breaking point,
I know, that
so he
sounds
sent
like a
them back
tasty
to the
sandwich.
ship and took only a small group of trusted officers with him to search the rest of the small island.
Oh, thank you for the autosave.
On the far northern side, in an icy bay, they found the remainder of the outpost crew, their bodies frozen solid in the ice. Some appear to have walked in and simply frozen in place.
Jesus. And I thought we had it bad.
At least we have coffee.
Not wanting to completely abandon his research, but also recognizing the fragility of his situation, Wintermute kept a small group of trusted and hardy men with him. He offloaded sufficient provisions and equipment for them to survive up to 6 months, and sent the crew and the In Tenebris back to London, with the request that they send a rescue ship to pick them up.
That's dedication. But what does it have to do with our data?
I'm getting there.
Ever so slowly.
Months later, the relief ship returned to find only Wintermute remained. He had left books of scrawled notes, data he had gathered using his novel devices, sketches and observances of the men he had kept with him, and a detailed diary outlining their slow but progressive decline into a kind of fugue and madness. Wintermute was accused of murdering the men, brought back in shackles, and once back in England, summarily court-martialed and committed to a sanatorium. His equipment, journals, and the data therein were hidden by the Admiralty, and the Royal Geographical Society renounced Wintermute's membership and denounced his research, claiming he had gone rogue. His work disappeared for
What?
over a century.
Rogue-like elements?
Until I dug it up.
Why haven't we ever heard this story before?
Exactly the question you should be asking. I had encountered odd and inexplicable references to his research, but always leading to dead ends. I finally managed to get my hands, through no small feat of my own canny research and a dogged determination, I might add, on a few of his earlier papers. It wasn't easy, believe me. A woman, let alone a woman who isn't white, had to work 10 times harder to get access to this material, but I managed to do it. I spent the next 20 years piecing it together, tracing the fingerprints of Wintermute's theory, collecting his data, analyzing, and then adding to his research with research of my own using increasingly modern equipment.
Increasingly.
And the more I dug, the more data I collected, the more worried I became. Because not only had Wintermute's original fear come to pass, that the world had become dependent on the electrical grid, a technology that would easily be taken offline should any Carrington-level geomagnetic event occur, but even worse, that the Carrington event of 1859 was like a tiny spark compared to the massive, overwhelming storm that might come in the future. I started to talk to others about this, but
Okay.
of course, people thought I was crazy.
Are her
They
ears
ignored me at
unnaturally
first,
pink?
Then started to denounce
I
me,
think-
and then ostracize me.
Everyone's ears
Until
are
I
really
eventually
pink.
found myself so far on the fringes of accepted science that I was entirely isolated, with nobody to trust, nobody who would believe me. I lost my job, my marriage failed, all my academic credentials were thrown into question.
Ah, this explains something about your reputation, Dr. Atwood.
Nobody would believe me, except for John, who you met as Jeremiah, Mr. Mackenzie. He was a young corporal in the Canadian military when I first met him. Handsome, as I recall. It's a long story on top of an already long story, so I
Yep.
won't tell it all here. But the important thing was he was stationed at a radar observation post along the dew line, far north, and started to observe some strange things of his own. He followed the trail, which eventually led him to me. Then when we got together, there were sparks, I tell you.
Caliente.
To be believed by someone, it was like a drug. We worked to uncover more data, and he kept his eyes and ears open, using his military connections to gather more information carefully. And he moved up the ranks, but always stayed under the radar, putting his career aspirations aside to ensure he could stay close to the facilities we needed access to. But it was never going to last. At one point, he was caught accessing some classified data shared with our NATO allies, and they thought he was spying for the Russians, so they put him in military prison. And we lost touch. Years later, he actually found me here, at the radio telescope. He was a changed man. His fire was gone. They'd somehow broken him. He said he still believed, but he couldn't be part of this journey. And that's the last time I saw him. That was more than 20 years ago. I can't believe he's still alive. And on Great Bear, no less.
You can't?
You can't possibly believe that's some kind of coincidence. Jeremiah being here.
What are you suggesting?
Isn't it obvious? He stayed here for you, to be close to you, to keep watch.
He's been here ever since, close by, in case you might need him. And as soon as he saw the aurora and what it could do, he knew. He saw the signs. When I met him, he was nearly killed by a bear. And when I left him, he was still not much more than half alive. Otherwise, I'm sure he would have come here himself. But he sent me to warn you. He made me promise. And he knew by then what that promise would mean.
He sent you in his place. And it's a good thing he did, because now we have the final piece. This is the answer we've been looking for all these years.
And it is?
Do we finally have it?
I think we do, dear.
I'm not following.
You're not alone, Mackenzie.
All my research here, and Jace's since she joined me, has been to try to anticipate, to get ahead.
Ahead of what?
The next big Carrington level event.
The thing Wintermute spent his life also searching for. And others, lesser scientists, industrialists, crackpots, even here on Great Bear. The island's unique geologic strata and northern latitude created a perfect test bed for geomagnetic research. Even a few decades ago, a German industrialist named Rudiger.
Yay!
But that's not important.
Rudiger mentioned!
Dr. Atwood, do we know the terminus?
We do, my dear.
Rudiger is the guy who was the
When is it
driving
coming?
force behind the
Do we have time to
Tales
prepare?
from the
Oh,
DLC.
dear. It's already too late. It's already started.
What does that mean?
It means we're in a new geomagnetic normal. What you've seen so far is really just the beginning. Things will get much worse from here on out.
But how long will it last? Carrington was over in a few days, weeks at most.
Oh, this is much bigger than Carrington.
How long, Doctor?
I hesitate to say. With the data I have, I can only offer a vague range. 40 to 400.
Hours?
Days?
Years.
Oh,
Wintermute tried to warn us 150 years ago, but nobody listened. And now we're at the very beginning of a geomagnetic storm. A disaster of such proportion we've not seen its like in recorded history. The power grid is down. Everything humanity has built over the last 100 years or more, based on technology, electronics, everything based on the integrated circuit, electricity, it's gone. It's all gone. Nature is changing, and soon we'll begin to see the impact on people. We won't emerge unscathed.
as opposed to what we have now?
And this period of darkness will last from 40 to 400 years. A new dark age. The Long Dark.
Title drop!
And what humanity will exist on the other side of it, I cannot even begin to guess.
Then I need to warn her. I need to get to Perseverance Mills.
You're talking about your ex-wife, the doctor?
Astrid will be there. And she needs what's in this hard case.
What's in the case, and what kind of doctor?
She's a researcher. Insomnia, memory loss, fugue states.
Yeah,
I think
she said the
she stole some
thing.
experimental meds. She's trying to help a friend. A child that's suffering from some mysterious illness. I'm not sure.
Go to her. Regardless of what's in the case, you can bring her here. Her and anyone else you care about. We have to think about the survival of the species now.
But what can we possibly do here?
Oh, Jace, my silly girl. Have you forgotten what this facility is built on?
Rock and roll?
I just know it's some government thing.
Before it was repurposed for use with the radio telescope, this was an observation post for monitoring satellite communications. Mostly American, Russian, some Chinese, Cold War stuff.
But why here? Who would think we'd be spying from here?
Exactly. A few floors below us are the magnetically shielded dorms and storerooms designed for the folks who used to live and work here, back in the Cold War. The whole place is basically a big bunker.
Right. And the team that built the geothermal plant left various supplies behind.
Exactly. There's probably enough dry rations and assorted supplies there to feed dozens of people for a couple of years.
Survival of the species, huh?
A
I'm
couple
afraid
sounds
so.
shorter than 40 to 400, though.
Then I better get to it.
Song of the Earth, reactivate the geothermal plant and power up the telescope. We need to find Astrid and Perseverance Mills. We are... I guess we're 73% through whatever this is. Oh, hello. Excavation log day 74. The blasting crew had to stop work again today. It's slow progress, but they tell me the density of the rock is unlike anything they've seen before. Brittle in places, but diamond hard in others. I'm no engineer, but it's creating some unique challenges for keeping us on time and under budget. We know the required depth the scientists demanded we hit, but they won't tell us why. Compartmentalization, they call it. I'm sure some government lawyer invented that word just for guys like me. In any case, we push on. The team arrives next week to see how effective the shielding will be. Physicists from back east somewhere. Their verdict seems to carry all the weight of this project. We will see. Kate Rice, Project Manager. Okay, so basically we're going to go out the same way we just came in. And we still have the pop-up to adjust the telescope so Chase can see the data. I think we're all right on that front, actually. Okay. Clothing-wise, yeah, we're still kitted out a la Doom Guy, which honestly, fine. I will have a quick little snacky snack. And by quick snack, I mean an entire MRE. Also, I have no idea why heat packs are listed in food and drink when they have no caloric value. But anyway, okay, and we're all armed up here. Plenty of meds. You know what? I say we go. What was that? That blank screen was a little concerning. Hello? So some of the loading screens are concerningly long. Okay. Which exit am I using? As ever, it's not that one. All right. Now, okay, so I'm something tells me we're not actually walking to Perseverance Mills. Wait, what? But, ha, why? I don't, ha. Game. What happened? Oh. That marker is bugged here. Okay. All right. Be that way. All right. Well, I appreciate that, Bash. That was. I was very confused for a second there. I mean, I know it's late in your streamer brain, but I'd like to think I still know my left from my right. Oh, here we go. Part 3. Do no harm. And we're back in Perseverance Mills. Okay, then. Hey, Vashon. Hi, Vashon.
This is your patient. And in case you're thinking of letting him die, consider this a little extra incentive to keep him alive.
Astrid. You don't need to do that.
I need you focused.
I'm a doctor. I'll do whatever I can to help your friend.
He's not my friend. He's my son. He dies, she dies, and then you die.
He's lost a lot of blood. And his injury looks infected. There's a fair bit of bruising around the torso, suggesting there may be internal injuries. Tell
He
me
has
what
a
happened
shirt
to him.
on.
There was an explosion. Then a lot of heavy stuff fell on him.
How did you know to come here?
We heard on the radio.
Shut it, Vachon. You always did talk too much.
Hey. Go easy on Vashon.
You never mind that. Just fix Donner.
For internal injuries, there's not much I can do with the equipment here. It's too rudimentary. Normally, he'd be airlifted to a regional hospital.
You'd better figure something out.
I need some better gear, like an emergency trauma kit.
Well, you'd better figure out where you can find something like that, and soon.
The search and rescue station. They need to keep it stocked as emergency backup for remote communities like Perseverance. There's medical supplies there.
Where is it?
Okay, subtitles got flipped
Along
there.
the old logging roads, north of Desperation Bay. Very rough terrain. It won't be a fast trip on foot.
Well then, Doctor, you better get going.
I'll get the supplies and I'll be right back. And then we'll get Freya out of here.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Doctor. Heller, go with her.
But, boss.
Shut up and get going. A little company to make sure you come back.
Oh, hey, Druid. Good to see you.
And remember, Donner goes, and your friend won't be looking quite so healthy when you get back.
Be careful, Astrid.
Okay, well,
I wonder if I
Look,
can drop any of this gear.
We've been traveling for hours. I'm not going any further.
My friend warned us it was a long walk to the SAR station.
I'm freezing. Gotta warm up before I go any further.
I guess we can stop for a bit.
Listen, lady. Hey, look. A train.
is Heller a train otaku?
Damn. What an ancient piece of junk. This thing belongs in a museum.
You know anything about trains?
Nah, not really. Just think they're cool.
Okay.
Bet this track leads to the SAR station.
Okay, so do we have all of our stuff? We do. Including our weapons. Wow. I'm surprised. Including rifle ammo, which we absolutely do not need. Oh no, just the telescope. She's consent. All right. Okay. So I am. First, I'm gonna save real quick. Let's call that part 3. But yeah, it's 12:30 and I am very tired because I only got a we did the unusual late stream last night and then I only got like a couple hours a nap in the middle of the day, so I'm very tired and I do have to work tomorrow, so I should try to fix my sleep schedule. So we're going to leave it there. Here's what I'd like to do. So tomorrow is Thursday. Well, it's technically Thursday today, but only by like 30 minutes. I'm going to take Thursday off. I'm going to try to fix my schedule. I'm going to come back Friday, usual time, and let's see if we can polish this off with that in that stream. I think there's 2 more parts. There's part 3 and part 4. I don't think part 4 is very long, but there's probably gonna be a lot of story is gonna jump on us. So we'll try to finish it up Friday. If we don't, we'll play more Saturday. And I do have other games I want to jump into, including two new ones coming out this week. That little Nemo game the demo we played, that is out in a full release, and then Fishbowl is also out, I believe tomorrow, which both look very good. So we are going to leave it right there, as I say. So, folks, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Celentinia, Bash Road, big thanks for the raid, Bash. Zert, Sarah, appreciate you being here. And Okayish, Ragnarocker, and Nerdy Tokyo. Thank you all so much. And YouTube friends, thank you for being here. We'll see you next time, and bye for now.